Is a universal blessing for humanity possible in this day and age? Thousands of people are finding that it is. For the first time, a sacred collection of holy relics from the Buddhas and other Buddhist masters is touring the world, bringing great blessings to small towns and big cities. Regardless of religion, culture, race, or age, people's hearts are being opened and healed.
The key meaning is to water the seeds of loving kindness, and everyone can relate to that. My state of mind changes consistently when I'm around the relics. A kinder mind arises.
Unconditional love and acceptance and peace that's just flowing from the relics.
It's beyond words.
It was magnetizing each person that came in here and letting them know their own true nature of enlightenment.
Lama Zopa Rinpoche is the spiritual director of Maitreya Project. Rinpoche has received and collected these extraordinarily rare and precious relics that are now touring the world. To see and experience the relics can awaken loving kindness within our hearts and minds, inspiring each of us to create peace in our world. The relics will travel the world to give as many people as possible the opportunity to receive blessings.
Purified everything, received all the Buddha's wisdom, compassion, perfect power to benefit others. Thank you.
When I began the tour, I had been a lawyer for 5 years in a very controlled, logical, intellectual environment. And what I quickly learned when I started doing this tour is that there's a miracle occurring here. Relics don't tour, and it's difficult for people to put into a context. But when they come and see the relics and experience it for themselves, they have a personal, direct experience, and everybody comes away with something. Their heart opens, or they experience a healing, or they have an inspirational teaching or message comes.
The Relic Tour is spreading Maitreya Project's message of loving kindness and peace all around the world. The energy of the relics is universal, transcending individual religious and cultural identities.
ส่วนตัวของอาตมานี้ที่ได้มาสักการะพระธาตุของพระเจ้านี้ปลาปลื้มยินดีและอนุโมทนาชาวพุทธทิเบตที่ตั้งใจเป็นศรัทธาแรงกล้าความศรัทธานั้นความพยายามของทิเบตนั้นมีต่อพุทธศาสนาเป็นอย่างมาก
So we come into this presence that is pure love, created the universe and everything in it.
Many people who see the relics make prayers for world peace. Some pray for sick family members or the dying. Others simply feel incredible joy and light.
I feel as if, being in the presence of the relics, a change occurs, as if my molecules were being rearranged into a more wholesome order.
When you see the relics, actually you see the Buddha itself, and we bring you loving kindness. It's universal. We've seen some even Catholic believer. We've seen some traditional Chinese believer, elderly and very young, to coming in to see the relics.
I think everybody can benefit something, because you can't put a religious title on love or God or anything, you know. We've all just come together to pay our respects to the God that is within ourselves as well as in others.
People are able to directly experience loving kindness. Maitreya, or loving kindness, is reaching out to touch everyone's heart. During the blessing ceremony, everyone is welcome to experience the extremely rare opportunity of receiving a direct blessing from the relics of the Buddha. For many, this is a unique and mystical experience, often a very personal and emotional one.
Tất cả mọi người họ cảm thấy một sự sung sướng vô cùng. Họ cảm nhận được một cái merit vô cùng to lớn, tức là cái công đức vô lượng. Mà ngay chính tôi cũng thấy sự lên thiên. Tôi cái mũi tôi này nó bị allergy. Bữa tôi cầm cái ngọc sa lợi của Đức Phật, tôi cọ tôi nói từ đó tới nay hết bệnh không còn nữa.
The blessing energy coming off of them is so strong. It seems to result in a lot of emotional and even physical purification, that afterwards you feel a lot lighter.
I feel that it's a lot of energy coming through me from my head to my feet, the whole body. And it's a feeling that it's really hard to explain. You have to be here to feel it.
When a Buddhist spiritual master dies and is cremated, small pearl-like deposits called ring cell are found among his or her ashes. These relics arise from compassion and wisdom, the sign of his purity and spiritual attainments. Even in our modern age, spiritual masters are generating relics. In 2002, the great modern-day Tibetan yogi Geshe Lama Kunchok was cremated in Nepal. Hundreds of ring cell were found among his ashes. In the whole collection, there are now more than 1,000 relics. Most of the relics in this collection are of the historical Buddha, called Shakyamuni or Siddhartha, who was born in 563 BCE. Some of the relics are from his heart disciples, Ananda, Shariputra, and Madhyayana, and many other well-known saints such as Milarepa and Yeshe Tsogyal. The relics have been offered to Maitreya Project from many reliable sources. 8 relics of the Buddha were offered by His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Since the Maitreya Project Heart Shrine Relic Tour began in March 2001, there have been more than 100 relic exhibits all around the world, in the United States, Canada, Malaysia, Singapore, Taiwan, and New Zealand. Hundreds of thousands have been able to view the relics. The tour has captured the attention of the media, reporting in newspapers, radio, and television all over the world.
Well, here's something else you don't see very often. A rare and mysterious sight right here in Washington brought thousands of people to a Buddhist temple today. Sacred relics thousands of years old from Buddha and his disciples on public display for the very first time. Though people waited in line for hours, Fox 5's Melanie Onwick found out none left disappointed.
A busy street scene unfolds outside the Gyakwang Buddhist Temple on 16th Street. Tickets are counted out and numbers are called. Side by side, the chaste and the curious wait for a once-in-a-lifetime chance to see sacred relics.
I don't know how to, explain to you, but I really want to go.
Some visitors are unexpectedly moved by the experience.
I originally came to see artifacts and then something else miraculous happened. Can't explain it.
We have seen again and again that many people connect directly with the powerful loving energy emanating from the relics. In South Central Los Angeles, California, the relics were displayed and made a profound impact on the whole community.
Some didn't even hear about the Buddha before. They know an historic event was happening here. They heard it through a friend or the radio or the newspaper clipping, and they came. So, looking at the people that were non-Buddhist, knew nothing about Lord Buddha Shakyamuni and relics, they were overwhelmed and they were taken back. They felt something strange and something wonderful and powerful was taking place. They could not explain it. And not only did they come once to get the blessing from the holy relics, they came several times to get the blessings.
Srinatha Devi took the relics and she was putting them on our bodies and asking for great healing. And I felt something, an energy go through my body. I'd had back problems all of my life, and all of a sudden I just felt this total release. And it was within the mid-back area. Yes, it's still gone. And it was a profound healing. To have the relics in a place like this is very unique. It's a spiritual center amidst great darkness and amidst great strife and amidst great poverty. To bring light here and then to have people know and feel and be immersed in that sense of peace within their own soul has to change the world. It just has to.
We only had the relics for one day. But that one day is like time immemorial with this place. The effects were tremendous. Because I've been here since 1985, this little center. And every day practically we have helicopters flying above us. You know what that means for this area? That means they're looking for a criminal. They're looking for a thief or a dope pusher or a murderer, someone who has committed a crime. So for several months, there was a tremendous peace, an overwhelming peace in this area.
The Maitreya Project Heart Shrine Relic Tour is reaching out to everyone, making a real difference in people's lives. The relics were displayed in colleges and schools in Arizona, New Mexico, Michigan, and Kansas so that children and young people could receive the blessings. In Shasta, California, a dying man silently chanted his prayers as the relics were gently placed on his heart. At a Florida prison, inmates were led in a meditation on loving kindness. At a Kansas prison, inmates paid their respects and were blessed with the relics of the Buddha. In Montreal, a Vietnamese abbot led his followers in a 5-day intensive retreat with chanting, prayers, music, and prostrations. Everything was dedicated to the completion of the Maitreya Project.
The relics are shining and giving us this wonderful energy and hopefully raising our spirits to go on in the world and do what we need to do to help the world at this time. Because the world needs a lot of help.
People experience, I think, that kind of unconditional feeling that people all want. And this is what Maitreya is all about, you know, loving kindness. And the reason for the Maitreya statue is so that loving kindness will arise in the hearts of all beings.
The relics reflect our true nature, pure, loving, and wise. They have the power to heal and awaken true happiness. The Relic Tour offers a universal blessing and is loving kindness in action.